Well, here's one that we haven't done in a while. Welcome back to Mechanical Dawn. That's a series that we haven't really done anything with, like I said, quite some time. So, where were we? Quickly have to refresh my memory here. What I'm sending a colony ship out at the moment, and it's going over here to the size 22 tropical world so I can colonize it, because it barely fits within my territory. These guys are okay with me, and that is awesome. How are we doing economy-wise? -9. It's fine. We can afford to add a couple more corvettes. We are upgrading all of our spaceports, which is awesome. We got a -9 because of the -8 modifier from the Magnificence. That is the upkeep on the colony ship. Surprisingly enough, we have a rather large amount of influence coming from our factions, which is something that I am kind of weirded out about. Let's take a look here at our trees. We've gone down the prosperity tree, and we've taken the top of the supremacy tree as well as technological ascendancy because it makes sense for our species. Anyway, we can dismantle this here outpost now that this is being done. Let's hope that the border growth is gonna be just fine. Come on. Don't make me rebuild this frontier outpost. That would be really awkward. I probably should have waited. Okay, well, let's leave this ticking. See if it increases in border size. In the meantime, our economy needs a little bit of a boost. Do we have any options to boost our economy here? No, not. There's a bunch of food options that we have. Oh, the artisan troop. Go and kill yourselves, you slimy motherfuckers. They are really annoying. I'm not a big fan of the artisan troop at all. They are a bunch of slimy dudes who do annoying shit. Why the hell is this stuff all the way up here? Okay, so you guys, why isn't these systems surveyed? Oh wait, we've got auto surveying on. That's probably why. Okay, the border is growing. That's good. That's exactly what we want. So we will now have access to this system again, which is great. So it means we can put a science outpost there. We don't have access to these ones yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to put a frontier outpost in here as soon as we can. Get access to all these systems because there's a lot of energy that's untapped that we want. So let's go and move these into position and take it from there. I'm not entirely sure why I have this one in here. I could probably dismantle this because I already have the other station over there. Oh, I see. Because of the size 9 that's over there. All right, fair enough. Well, that was to be expected. Small mistakes being made right off the bat. It's nothing completely out of the ordinary. I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. It happens. Anyway, it was a size 9. It's not the end of the world. We can mess around with a little bit of border growth here and there to get around that, but I'm not too worried about that. Next month, anyway, we'll be able to build this border outpost, and we can take it from there. Cool. It doesn't really set us back in any way, shape, or form, anyway, with this this planet growing nicely here, and we should be able to take back a whole bunch of our stuff very shortly. How are we food-wise? +9. So we can easily put a power plant in here. These minerals. Put you over in here. Is there a mineral processing plant on this planet? No, but there is a power hub, which means that I was, in fact, going for some energy here. I will put a mining outpost here because it would be a bit of a waste otherwise. Okay, we lost one of our leaders. That is a statecraft scientist. I cannot afford to get a new one, but I do kind of need a new one. So I'll grab the one from the Pathfinder, and the Pathfinder will basically be on standby for a little bit, but such is the joy of life. Okay, these guys are inferior in technology to us, but fleet power is superior. How many years are we in? 29. Okay, so we'll the borders are nicely overlapping again. There's no way for them to get any additional territory there. Okay, you are building this outposts. Let's build these mining stations here. Let's get the minerals out of it. We're still at -4, which is kind of worrying. But nothing that we shouldn't be able to handle as soon as we got all this power up and running. Hyperdrive 2 is nice.
System survey complete.
Allows for our ships to be faster, which is exactly what we want. And let's take a look here. Lasers. Nothing really all that special, so we can just leave this at this. What's the upgrade cost? 100 minerals. Man, it's completely negligible. I'm not worried about that at all. So we're currently low on energy. Interesting. Let's see if we can... Wait, hold on. We've got a defensive pact with the Commonwealth. Okay. Can we get energy off of you guys? No, they're not interested in that at all.
Anomaly found.
Okay. Perfect. So we got another nice anomaly here. The border growth has caught up quite nicely. What's the thing in here? That is... It doesn't look like these were actually any aliens here. They just looks like they were on their way through and actually didn't hit anything. Okay, so we can get a careful scientist here. Let's put him to passive and then move him into this system. Is that a colony ship? It is. Tondrick. Where? Oh, are you a Savannah world species? Arid world. That is annoying. They're gonna try to grow this. I hope it's not gonna over. Are they actually going? Yeah, they're actually going for this planet. That is highly annoying. It's a good thing the station was there. I doubt they'll be able to get any impact on any of my hyperdrive ways, or at least the roads, so to speak. The lanes seem to be just fine at the moment, but if there is a little bit of overlap, I am going to start worrying. Okay, we got another bunch of stuff in here, which is great. So, funnily enough, as soon as the outpost was done, the mining basically all the border growth increased pretty much instantly, which is pretty crazy. Come to think of it, there's a ruby stack in here. That's gonna give us infused plating. I'm not really interested in that. Continental world down here. Blorg's Bane. Okay, we were going to go in this. Okay, there's a veil over here. Okay, there's a 600. It's okay. It's a void cloud. Okay, we can deal with that. That's not a problem. So we'll just build a couple more ships to take care of that. That shouldn't be a major issue. What I do find funny, though, is these guys have managed to colonize pretty much every single system within their territory, which is tiny. They only have 2 systems available that do not have any planets on it, which is pretty crazy, come to think of it. The amount of planets they have access to is pretty staggering, really. Terraforming and uplifting. Tile blockers. I'm going to leave tile blockers for now. I'm tempted, actually... let's take a look here at our surface. Yes, nothing really. A couple of tile blockers here, a couple tile blocker. Oh, good lord, yeah, this is a great world. Oh, wow. Yeah, this was a good choice to go for. Let's put you on here. Food-wise, we're a little bit behind, but it's nothing that we should not be able to handle. Food output is not all that interesting on this one. Minerals are, however, so this looks like a decent science and energy planet so far. We also have a lot of options for minerals. So let's put a robot on here as soon as we can, and some food as well. Sorry that I didn't turn off the Steam, friends. No idea why I did that. Usually do that. Oh, well. Still, though, let's take a look. Slow game so far. I'm not... Well, we got like a bunch of minerals out here, actually. That's surprising. It's just the energy that's becoming a serious problem right now. But nothing that we should not be able to handle.
Incoming transmission.
What do you want? Association status. This from the Stellar Alliance. That is these guys. These are all friendly to us. Do we have a trade deal with them? Research agreements. Yes, that's good.
System survey complete.
And we also should have a research agreement with these guys. And as long as they don't grow their borders, we should be fine. Okay, so we can get Urantic crystals, which will improve the strength of our weapons, which is something that I'm rather keen on. But there's no guarantee that it will spawn. So it's not exactly an optimal thing to do at the moment. Okay, food starting to become a little bit of a worrisome thing, so we'll just start upgrading some of those minerals as well. I know that I know what I've said in the past about not upgrading anything on in orbit first. It's just because the robots have a inherent bonus to it, and I don't have enough construction ships to actually take care of all this stuff. Anyway, let's take a look. Warrior mindset. It's terrible. I really do not like using armies. What I do want to do is how much space.
System survey complete.
Sea planets. Ship build cost has been. Build speed has been increased by 15% and naval capacity increased by 10%. I'm going to go and actually do something strange. I'm going to offset one. I'm going to go for a split build here. And I will also, I'm basically going to go for a split build here. I'm going to, the only reason I wanted supremacy was the 20% border range bonus. The only reason I want discovery is because of the research station build costs, as well as that we're focused very heavily on science to begin with. And after this, believe it or not, I'm going to go work on my expansion. Why? Because we already have we had a decent amount of influence outposts already floating around, and we kind of want to not spend too many resources on those outposts. So we want to get our costs down. So if we actually take a look here, we took the mining station building cost minus 30% in combination with the discovery, the adoption bonus. All of our stations, all of our mining stations will be very, very cheap as we build them, which is basically exactly what we want. So that is great. And that is the wrong thing. I can't really do anything because Iron Man is on, so don't you worry about that one. Okay. Yeah, it's weak magnetic fields, habitability -5, and also affects the growth time modifier. But thankfully, we've managed to completely isolate these guys. And finally enough, they're Democratic Crusaders, which makes things rather easy for us, considering we're an executive committee of an oligarchy, I think. So, actually, we are oligarchy. So. Okay, so we managed to get some science going. What is this orbital station? We can't research it yet. Let's take a look, actually. That is orbital station, which is an Eurasian thing, which we can't really do anything with at the moment. I was really annoyed the other day because I was playing around with the biological ascension stuff, and I had the Yoth Empire. And it's like, yeah, you found all the Yuff stuff. Oh, by the way, their system is all the way over there in a piece of space that you cannot get to. And oh, by the way, everybody else knows exactly where the system is now. And that basically means you lose all access to that system. And once another species comes in there and actually surveys it, it means you will lose any bonuses from that system forever, such as any advanced Unity bonuses, which is a huge pain in the dick. And yeah, it wasn't something that I was particularly happy about. Let's put it that way. Anyway, this seems to be fine for now. We do want to focus on some of the minerals. Let's get a construction ship in orbit and take it from there. We can't really do anything with this at the moment. We've got a lot of minerals in our space, actually, surprisingly enough. There is a primitive species over here. There is another species down in here. Interesting. What? Okay. Unidentified empire in this system and would be a savanna species. And it is already colonized because I can see it. Because there are some cities on this. So that is a thing. So yeah. Let's move you into here just so we can get some energy out of it. Okay, so the construction ships are in orbit here. So we can get all the energy that we want from these systems. We'll get the research stations with that as well, because the offset will be quite significant. And this is a pulsar, which means it's a single planet, so it will be all the research in this single system. That's another pulsar, so all the physics in that system is totally worth it, whilst we are actually building all the energy on these worlds over here, which is quite worth it, to be honest. For some reason, okay, it's already being queued up here, so it's not really a problem. All right, so energy's starting to become a bit of a hassle. Let's start increasing our ship there. And the guys over here, their main battle fleet is somewhere out there. It is currently having a war with these guys. Funnily enough, it looks like my fleet is actually bigger than these two combined. So we could hypothetically go and push our luck in a war. But what I'm going to do first, however, is upgrade the shields on these ships and add some new reactors here as well. Sadly enough, I can only add a single deflector before it becomes too expensive. Okay. And we'll do the same thing with our destroyer design, which is this one. Let's auto-complete this and put some... Okay, this is all improved deflectors. So this is the Phantom. We don't have actually any Tier 2 weapons, which I find rather surprising. We can upgrade our fleet, which is exactly what we're going to do, because we'll get more deflectors out of it, which is great. And our economy is starting to stabilize. We can build a space station here. Speaking of which, I need a solar panel network in all of these just to offset. So that's gonna reduce my cost by 6 in total. So we'll be at +4 very shortly. And then we can start looking at this this void cloud down here and maybe send a couple of ships down in this general direction. There's no, I'm kind of surprised that there's no real colonizable worlds in this area, but I do kind of want to get this Veil, and the size 24 planet is also very enticing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop, skip, and a jump over and probably put an outpost in this area. Okay, so for some reason these mining stations are not being built right now. Kind of unsure why that is. We cannot go after the ruby stack yet, which is annoying. Mainly because we're just not that well developed at the moment as a species. Only because we're not, of course, in the first 33 years of the game. So there's a lot of time ahead of us and a lot of space. So these guys are equivalent to us, funnily enough. And these guys should be inferior. Yeah, they're equivalent. Equivalent in fleet power, but not in technology. So they have a massive fleet sitting out there somewhere. These guys are equivalent. Let's hope that they gnaw themselves to death upon these fleets, as there is 2 ways into this territory. The blazing fires of Yonder's One may be throwing our sensors off, but we are picking something up out of the ordinary. So let's take a look at what that is.
Research complete.
Okay. Terraforming, nice. So we can start terraforming stuff. Which is exactly what we want. We could also increase the habitability, but Symbol of Unity is good as well, because it does improve our Unity bonus. So we're going to go for that for now, and then build some energy Unity structures on our worlds, and we'll upgrade this for the meantime. +16, excellent. So we have a lot of solid energy production going on after we started getting the energy off of these systems, and we'll get this mining system underway as well. Light out in the mines. We have found an old mining station around a planet in Jaundice 1, drifting in orbit. It was surely to mine the planet of its resources, by whom is a mystery. The technology in the station is very close to our own. We should be able to take hold of the station and have it up and running in no time. We can scrap it. Abandoned mining station modifier to Yondas 2. Where is this? Is this within my space? It is most definitely not. So let's scrap it and get 1,000 minerals out of it. It's way too far away. It's not really useful to us in any way, shape, or form. So we'll just nuke it from orbit as is. Science without borders. Signing research treaties with at least 3 other empires will please the association technological progress. Well, that's good. I believe we got a... We do not have a technical deal with you guys. So let's get a technical deal with these guys rolling. Okay. Do we have a technical deal with these guys? Yes, we do. Do we have a technical deal with these guys? No, we do not. I just want a research agreement, guys. Seriously. Goddamn on-round warriors. How about these guys? These guys like us a little bit better. But they are not really up to it. I could try to bribe them. I'm just going to try to bribe them, I guess. Here, have some minerals for a long period of time. And that should improve our attitude bonus quite a lot. And we can put a non-aggression pact on them as well. So now they're cordial. Excellent. And there we go. That should improve our faction bonus by quite a lot. Yeah, we're all maxed out, which is good. Adaptive bureaucracy adds a +1, multiplied by 100% due to the support of the faction. So we are getting a decent amount of influence from our factions. Sadly enough, we are at -2 from our outposts, and we need to lower the cost of those. So we should probably take a look at that. Let's upgrade this fleet here.
Research complete.
A lot of minerals, sentinel point defense,
Situation log updated.
some row aliens, plasma throwers. That's the one I want. Plasma throwers is the road to awesome, which is exactly what I want. We can, in fact, upgrade all of our space stations to tier 3 or even 4. Without running into too many problems. Okay, that's good. As soon as that is done, we can start cranking out destroyers. So that is good for us. We're currently at 4-5. We can afford to add 1 more planet to our current core system. Ooh, there's a size 23 all the way over there. Can I go there? Oh, wow, I can go over there. That's awesome. Let's colonize this shindig. And Forge World Camelot. Sounds like a plan. We're going to leave this episode here. We did a lot of really, really solid work with our factions this episode. We've our Association of Technological Progress has really, you know, boosted our influence income, and we've covering all their issues, which is great. And considering well, it is about 79% of our population is actually materialist, which is exactly what we wanted. We got a couple of research agreements going. We've managed to take a station without too many problems, or at least a planet without too many problems, as well as a whole bunch of additional resources. And on top of that, we're about to jump across the galactic arm into the next territory. What we do want to do before we do that, we want to build a... We want to move a single construction ship here because we want to build a outpost station here as soon as possible, just so we don't lose access to this hyperspace lane. Anyway, until next time, take good care of yourselves and, of course, each other.